runners are about to make their way out. Starter in position, and the flags are up. They're off and racing, jumping away for the download the app at 188bet at handicap chase, and Under the Red Sky is going to set off in the lead here from Master Regime, and over to the inside Orion Inverness as they arrive at fence number 1 of 14, and all landing safely, and they're now making the run on towards number 2. A steady, sensible early tempo, and it's being set by Under the Red Sky, who's leading here by just more than a length over Master Regime in the red colours. And then over to the inside, Orion Inverness. The grey mare is Silverton, with to her outside Captain Sharp as they lift off at the second fence. Big jump there from the leader. And in behind runners, Bandol wants to go a little bit faster. That one moving through into a dispute of third place up in between horses, but taking quite a keen hold as they head on down the hill. Trouble in Paris is following, with on the outside Captain Sharp, and then 2 lengths away to find Oak Vintage, and a further 1.5 away to Verco at the back end of the field. So into the dip, and on the run now to fence number 3, which is the first of their open ditches, and it will be Master Regime and Under the Red Sky, with the latter going on, and a bad blunder there from Silverton. She lost a good handful of lengths there in several places as well. Adrian Lane sitting tight as they now come to the 4th. Under the Red Sky over it ahead. Again, Silverton rather sluggish, but not quite as alarming as at the previous obstacle as they now make the left-handed turn. They take the inner loop at this time on towards a line of 5 fences. Plain water, plain open ditch, and another plain one. Under the Red Sky is out in the lead here. One of 2 runners in the race for trainer Kenny Johnson. Blair Campbell on board in the colours of Robert Whitelock, of course associated with the racecourse here. Heading now to the first in the home straight, Under the Red Sky, with over towards the inside Orion Inverness, and then parked out a bit wider, the red headgear of Captain Sharp, with Trouble in Paris not too far away, and Master Regime to their outside. Silverton and Bandol are following as they now come towards the water. Oak Vintage and Verco are at the back as they came over the water right in front of us, all landing safely, and they're now as tightly grouped as they've ever been, with only 7 or 8 lengths covering first to last. A circuit left to travel, on now to the 7th fence, which is plain, and it will be Under the Red Sky, who was over it in front, all landing safely. Silverton's jumping at the moment, not really standing the test, and she's given a reminder by Adrian Lane as they now come to an open ditch. Under the Red Sky, with the well-punted Orion Inverness over towards the inside, and they're being followed through by Trouble in Paris, Captain Sharp, with over towards the rails Oak Vintage running next. And then a couple of lengths back to Master Regime, who's just lost his position ever so slightly. Verco at the back with Bandol as they race towards their next jumping test along this part. Under the Red Sky, over it in the lead, all landing safely enough. Master Regime was quite slow at that one. Silverton was pulled up before jumping it. She hasn't gone any further. Now they're going to bypass the first fence over in the back straight, so a fairly long run now before they get to the 10th, which was their first on the previous circuit, and it is Under the Red Sky, under Blair Campbell on the horse who was 3rd in this race 12 months ago. Leading up here by 3 to 4 lengths to in 2nd place Orion Inverness. Trouble in Paris is back in 3rd. Another 2 lengths away then to Captain Sharp in the orange and black colours, racing up towards the outside of Oak Vintage and Verco. And then Master Regime, who's a few lengths adrift and struggling, it would appear, as they came over the first fence that they take over in the back straight. Up ahead, it continues to be Under the Red Sky, enjoying racing positively here, and is out in front. But they are beginning to queue up just in behind him, with over to the inside Orion Inverness. Trouble in Paris with the white face and noseband. Red headgear up to the outside is Captain Sharp, and then Verco in the red and white as they came over that. And a little wider out on the track, Master Regime. Oak Vintage right in the mix as well. They're tightly grouped here as they head on down the hill towards the final 5 furlongs of their journey. They have 3 more fences left to cross. Out in front, it continues to be Under the Red Sky, leading by 3 parts of a length only to Orion Inverness along the inside of Trouble in Paris. Right in behind them is Verco, with up to the outside Captain Sharp and then Oak Vintage and Master Regime as they're now coming towards the last open ditch. This is 3 out, under a half-mile left to travel. Under the Red Sky now pressed for the lead on either side, with Orion Inverness over towards the inner, Trouble in Paris the outer. A couple of lengths back then to Verco as they come to the second last, and Under the Red Sky responding, jumped that well. A blunder further back from Captain Sharp as they're heading now on the left-handed run back towards us, and Orion Inverness along the inside of Under the Red Sky. Not a great deal to separate the pair as they take the outer loop this time, heading uphill back for home. Trouble in Paris is in third, Verco is in fourth, and after this quartet there's now a long gap developing back to Oak Vintage, Captain Sharp and Master Regime. So inside their final 2 furlongs and making the approach to the last, it is Orion Inverness and a Stephen Ball Queen now coming through to head Under the Red Sky. They both jumped the last well, a few lengths back to Trouble in Paris, and then Verco, a long run in now. Orion Inverness has been very well back today, showing out in front by 2.5 lengths to Under the Red Sky, who's trying hard to rally. They're 8 lengths away from Verco and Trouble in Paris, and Orion Inverness is finding plenty on the run to the line, and Orion Inverness will break his duck at the 12th attempt, and Orion Inverness is a well-backed winner. From Under the Red Sky in second, Verco takes third, Trouble in Paris fourth.
First, number 6, Orion Inverness. Second, number 7. Third, number 3. And the fourth horse, number 8. The full result of the second race, download the app at 188bet handicap chase. First, number 6, Orion Inverness. Second, number 7, Under the Red Sky. Third, number 3, Verco. And the fourth horse, number 8, Trouble in Paris. The distances were 5 lengths and 3.5 lengths, 5 lengths and 3.5 lengths.